scream and shout, 'cause they don't ever wanna listen. You're breaking me down, but my heart is broken enough to know that they never wanna fix it. I've given enough to let our worlds collide. I'm giving it up to heal the world inside and be the first one to show me love, the last one to give me up. Enough is enough when you fight for a life to live and they try to take you out. I will never let me down. Enough is enough when they saw all you had to give and they try to take you out. I will never let me down. Oh, I'll do the shield that will take your force. Now you know I'm stronger now. Enough is enough when you fight for a life to live and they try to take you out. I will never let me They don't know that my heart is trying to scream and shout, 'cause they don't ever wanna listen. You're breaking me down, but my heart is broken enough to know that they never wanna fix it. I've given enough to let our worlds collide. I'm giving it up to heal the world inside and be the first one to show me love, the last one to give me up. Enough is enough when you fight for a life to live and they try to take you out. I will never let me down. Enough is enough when they saw all you had to give and they try to take you out. I will never let me down. Oh, I'll do the shield that will take your force. Now you know I'm stronger now. Enough is enough when you fight for a life to live and they try to take you out. I will never let me down. Down.
Alright, everybody, welcome back as we are going to get things kicked off here now in game number 2 between Concordia University and the Augie's yellow team. In the previous game, there was quite a bit of action that started, and we're going to actually get things kicked off rather early now here. This initial push through. Concordia is going to try to stay out of the way of this, and they will be able to take out at least one ward. The invade on the other side is just going to get vision down for now, and won't be sticking around or anything quite so ridiculous. To get things started, as they'll just simply reset back into their lanes. So in the previous game, it was a little bit of a landslide, or maybe a lot of a landslide, depending on how you look at it. For the side of the Augies, they were able to do really well. Mostly CS leads across the board. Superior was doubling the CS, at least from El Gringazo, and then on top of that, up top, Sands of Time was having a rough time against Ekadar. Even though Ekadar was only 1-4 that game, his CS was able to kind of make up for the fact he was not having the greatest of laning times. But that is how it goes sometimes here in League of Legends. So El Gringazo going to try to get something. He'll get the first one there, as the first 3 do go over to the Caitlyn. Just pretty easy lane for the Caitlyn typically. The range of the Vayne is sort of the big kicker down there. Not only that, but we're going to have the Swain, who's going to absolutely body. And on top of that, I mean, we'll just take a quick look here. I can show you. Oh, that's not what I wanted to hit. And I can show you exactly what the kicker is going to be here. It is going to be the fact that he is running the ruins he is running down there is going to be Glacial Augment. And that is going to be the biggest part of this. Anytime there is a stun or any sort of pull onto Ed, which is right there, it is going to mean that he is in trouble. Not only that, he does have to pop Flash and Barrier for that. Ekadar is here, is going to be trying to put through some damage, and Sands of Time is going to be, unfortunately, taken out. First blood here. Kaelin cannot catch a break on these Qs. But anytime Doolander does land any sort of his Q or any other CC is landed onto the Concordia members, he can then use his passive, which is the pull towards him. And on top of that, if he is within range, the Glacial Augment will really push Concordia forward. Sands of Time going to try to get a couple hits onto Ekadar there. Up top is going to be the somebody help please and Sajax. Concordia gonna have to try to outdo this, but man, unfortunately, Superior already with a massive lead in the bot lane. Mid lane, we're gonna see a bit of an advantage going towards the Bug for now. Doolander does get this catch. That's going to be the Glacial Augment. Once again, somebody help please is in a bad situation. He will flash the wall. And that just means that the Sajax is probably going to look now here for the bottom gank. I would not guess a level 3 tower dive is in the works. However, it does look like he is going to go for the jungler of Concordia. Isn't going to be able to get anything. He's just a little bit too deep on his own side for it to matter. Sands of Time going to try and fight once again here, but just not able to get anything going. Gaza going to get poked out down here on the bot side. Trying to get that any sort of farm, and he's going to get rooted up. That's going to be Superior finding El Gringazo there. Unfortunate situation as Concordia now. Their AD carry is down, but not only that, the CS for Superior is going to continue to just climb. Sort of what happened last game was the AD carry from the Augies was able to kind of take it away and nothing a lot that the Concordia members could do. I mean, right now you're looking at the Bug, who's looking at Phasing Axe, and Phasing Axe has 0 CS on him right now. Pretty good opportunity if he's able to kind of hit him early and get any sort of decent engage, but no level 6 yet for the Cassidon, so he's going to be just kind of waiting a little bit longer for that opportunity. Same time, going to get kind of hit with that. Throws the Q nicely into Ekdar, which right now he's keeping up with CS this time. Was not the case last time. Level 6 does come through for the Cassidon. He was able to kind of hop in immediately, get some damage down onto Phasing Axe, and Phasing Axe will use another pot probably in his inventory. Nicely done there. Sands of Time able to keep Ekdar low. Should help him CS a little bit safer here, at least for the time being. Nicely done there as he's going to go in onto Ekdar. However, here comes Sage Axe, and unfortunately there, the ultimate from Ekdar does come through first. I'm not sure if Sands of Time had his yet. And nicely done there. Somebody help please coming up, simply getting the fear off, sending him away from his turret. And on top of that, getting the kill. Phasing Axe does get kind of chunked down here in the mid lane, also by the Bug. No real mana on him right now, so that's kind of a dangerous situation if he sticks around much longer. Meanwhile, on the Concordia side, once again, that CS gap down bot lane is kind of the biggest concern at the moment. Concordia can try and find advantages elsewhere without letting things run away too much in the bot lane. That would be helpful, but I mean, you're looking at a 60 CS in 7.5 minutes. It's pretty big, all things considered. At the time, did have his ultimate from the previous engage, but he just hadn't used it. Found no reason to do so, I'm guessing. Maybe he will find a reason to do so, though, here in this next fight. Oh, he misses that cleaver, which is big sad, but it'll be a huge deal. So find that one. The Bug does go forward onto Phasing Axe. That is going to be the baby Rage Cage thrown up. However, it doesn't look like anything more is going to come of it, as the fight is going to just kind of peter out. Meanwhile, bot lane, there is going to be this initial engage. Sage Axe is here, but he will not use his jump in. Gringazo is going to try and show up here as well. Step up and try to contest this a little bit. 71 to 37 CS. Sage Axe is still down here. There's still an opportunity for him to gank, especially now that since Kaelin is a little bit low on the CS. Nicely done there on the side of somebody help please. Can he get it? He does find it. Sage Axe goes in. He is able to find Kaelin. They're going to get the root as well. Airborne as Sage Axe uses his flash to finish off the engage and double kill for Superior. Which is rather difficult if you are on the Concordia side. That is going to be a big ultimate also there from Ekdar, as he does now find himself with a second or third kill. I think while all that was going down, I think a kill went down top lane. I'm not 100% sure, but either way, it will be the red team finding Dragon. Auggies will be up that one objective now. I'm going to try and clear out this ward, and Concordia needs to find a little bit of hope here somewhere, and unfortunately right now it's really just kind of looking like it is mid lane. Phasing Axe does find the Rage Cage again for him, however, just not a lot more that can be done there. There's a Cassidon who's able to somewhat easily hop in, hop out. So there's really not a lot he can do to follow up that damage. Caitlyn just unable to hit any of these Qs, which has to be frustrating. Nicely done there as able to avoid that damage. There is the stun from Phasing Axe. Also throws the Q through. He does have his ult, which I would imagine is something he'll be looking for here shortly. Man, this turret is seen better days for sure. Big Rage Cage does go up again as a defensive maneuver. Bug will be able to stand on the outside of it this time. Possibility of a kill mid is kind of growing for the Concordia side. Bug has all his mana, and Phasing Axe does seem to be using a lot. He's also a very mana-hungry champion, so it is a little bit of both for him at the moment. Slow comes through and doesn't get the stun immediately. Here comes the Zac, also down towards the bot side. As both Concordia members are going to pull off from that turret. We'll just fake that real quick just to keep the Concordia members back. And first turret is going to fall here, down bot lane. They send Sajax in as a member to try and keep things going, but that's going to be a big ult out of Somebody Help Please. However, it probably is not going to find who they wanted it to, and it does not. Elgrin Gazo now trying to fight for his life, but that is a very healthy-looking Swain. Elgrin Gazo has to run away. That's going to be a root, though, getting on to the Lux, and this Caitlyn is going to have the first kill. There will be the second kill for a double kill. Not only that, 200 plus gold into the pockets of everybody down here. This first turret does fall in the bot lane. Pretty rough start now here for Concordia. It is unfortunate that they are trying to fight through it, but it is just kind of an uphill battle at the moment. Overall, if we take a look at the CS leads, there is a lead now actually for Sands of Time in the top lane, which is kind of a big deal. He's able to take that forward and do something with it later on. Somebody Help Please is here, and Sajax has to launch himself away, which I'm a little impressed he was able to get so much distance. Superior is going to pop that and try to look for anybody on this side. Just finds the Cassidon roaming around, and see how things are now going to pan out as the bot lane has roamed mid. See whether or not Concordia can try and defend this second tier turret, as it is just 13 minutes into this bad boy. Sands of Time is here. He'll pop his ultimate. This might be an opportunity for Concordia to get something back. They will find one kill. However, that is an unfortunate and a big grab there. Ekdar does get the kill onto Sands of Time. The ultimate pop from Doolander is going to be able to keep Concordia off of the rest of the squad, as he just is able to body block everything and heal and all, all the Swain things that typically happen there. The Bug is able to get out at least one time there using his ultimate. Simply just find himself moving back towards the mid lane, as the next Drake will be up here in about 30 seconds. And as it is right now, Concordia is just so far behind in this 80 carry matchup. Then the top laner for the other team is far enough ahead now as far as kills. 4-1 with 96 CS. He is going to be very far ahead. Almost double the CS now, also on that 80 carry over Elgrin Gazo, and it is just going to be a rough fight. Caitlyn doesn't feel super good coming online until about 2 items. However, since she is basically an entire item and a half ahead of everyone right now, it's kind of rough. It just it feels as if she's already sort of hit a big peak. She's going to have that ability back up, and that's going to be big as Caitlyn now is going to be very low. On top of 2 ultimates hitting her, she will go down. Double kill for Ekdar. Sends him to 6-1, 400 gold bounty. 600 gold bounty, by the way, on that Caitlyn if Concordia is able to shut her down at any point. But as it looks right now, they won't be able to do so, and this could be a base crack at just over 16 minutes. And there it is. Turret destroyed at 16 minutes. Concordia's trying their darndest to keep them away. However, this will be an inhibitor going down just off that initial push. At the same time, able to avoid the initial damage there, but rooted now as he's going to get dragged forward. He'll pop his ultimate. Should stay safe for now. No anti-healing on the other side quite yet. Unless, of course, you're looking at Prowler's Claw, which is simply going to help with the damage to get things started, and that is huge. El Gringazo is caught. Not going to be a good situation at all for him. So will be Doolander coming in as Superior is also here. The bug finds, unfortunately, Sajax, and that's just going to be him going down. There's the ultimate from the Caitlyn. And then down there we have Ekdar, who's also now 8-1. 6-0 on this Caitlyn. That could simply just be the game.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Turret will be taken down top lane as the Concordia was at least able to somewhat get something there. They got the Rift Herald, which was able to send that top. And this Caitlyn is going to start popping off. She's probably got quite a bit of gold in her pocket if I was to assume, and I would probably assume correctly. I don't necessarily know how they are invulnerable during such a time as that, but either way, a lot of damage will rain through on Doolander, but the bug is going to get traded onto as well. He is going to be very low. Dies, in fact, to the Caitlyn. Caitlyn will go godlike with that, 7-0. El Gringazo is going to be extremely low. He'll be smacked into somebody help, please. And on top of that, the range from Superior is going to be able to find it. Stands of time, going to be the next to fall. He'll fall to Ekdar, though, as the ultimate from him does come through, and Concordia is going to fall in probably one of the fastest games they have had yet, unfortunately, as Augie is going to be able to take this down probably less than 20 minutes here, and they will finish off the Nexus here in just a second. So that will be it, and Concordia University, unfortunately, is going to lose here, but Augustana is undefeated currently in our division. So that will be all from us tonight. As honestly, there's really not much more to say. You got the Caitlyn down there, 15,000 damage, 11,000. Of course, on the Urgot, who went off as well. Concordia only able to muster together 3 kills in that whole game. So we'll be back tomorrow with some Overwatch. I believe that will start around 5 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken. I can check that here real quick. Yeah, the first match will be at 5 o'clock. Second match will be at 8:30. We'll see everybody then.